What's up, everybody? Back in here again. I am D Pharaoh,
You can call me Devine
and we are the Water Barrel.
and the fish.
Yeah, we in the place. Hey, we're gonna hit y'all with a little bit more content on the day. You know what I mean? I got a surprise for my son. So, hey, y'all gonna watch. He gonna probably get excited. There's only a few things he get excited for. There's only a few that I know of anyway. That's food, gaming, and you know, he know what I get excited for. It don't take much from me. Well, how you feel on the day, Devine?
Feel good. I feel good.
Yeah, you look like you're like, what is he going to come with?
Yeah, I'm very um. What's the word for it? I'm curious. I guess it wasn't the actual word I was looking for, but it has the same meaning. So I'm very curious on what you're about to say. I'm speculating. There we go.
Yeah. But hey, we up in here, you know what I mean? I've been in a good mood. We've been working on different things, trying to get the equipment right. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Working on our other podcasts, rushing in podcast. So y'all stay tuned to that. We're gonna be putting some content up on that. You know, we are the water bird and the fish. We got the Aquarius in here. You know, Aquarius #1. We got the
Mm.
Pisces right here. And hey, we're gonna try to have a little fun with this podcast. We're gonna hit you with different things, but we definitely gonna try to have some fun. So I know you've been saying you've been playing a new game. What's the game you've been playing?
Oh, where winds meet. It came out yesterday specifically. It's fun. It's very good. It's probably one of those extremely rare gems of an MMO game where it's an MMO, but it don't feel like it.
To those that don't know what an MMO is, what is an MMO?
A massive multiplayer online.
Okay.
So that's what it means. It's just, abbreviated because how long it means, But usually it's just a giant server just with a bunch of people for those who are not gamers. Y'all probably have played it before. Just didn't know it was an MMO. But a lot of times,
Gotcha.
yeah.
'Cause I know I was in the store, I was in Walmart just this morning, matter of fact. I didn't know they had a Black Ops 7 out.
Mm-hmm.
And ain't too many people talking about it, so it must be
There's reasons
garbage or
why.
something. It
There's
gotta be
reasons.
garbage or something, cause ain't nobody talking about it. I remember when the 6 came out, everybody was talking about it.
Yeah.
But I ain't know the 7 was out.
That's because 6, I can't really say it was competing against something. 7 was, I'm so sorry. It went against a
Yeah,
giant. It went against a Titan, which was Battlefield, the new
yeah.
Battlefield.
I heard a lot about that on the
Yeah.
Battlefield.
Sadly, Black Ops was was destined to fail that fight. That fight was.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So how winds meet? How
Oh,
is
where
that?
where
Where
winds
winds
meet?
meet? Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those names that's very confusing because it's a very it's weird to say, but it's true. The way the naming is, it's very, they try to go like especially with Chinese mythology, Chinese a lot of Chinese games and stuff like that. They usually go for like poetic naming of games and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, and usually it's because there's a meaning behind those names, and
Okay.
most likely it's probably either due to translations, different translations,
Uh-huh.
um, or there's another meaning. That meaning that's in the game somewhere. You just
Uh-huh.
gotta figure out what that means.
Gotcha.
Um, so I will say the game so far, I have been enjoying it. I so far think I have almost 7 hours in it so far, and I just started around like 7 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
So it was because I just got on it this morning too. I was playing some of it as well. It's the best way to explain how it plays, and it's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Most MMO games, when you play them, it's very you know the feeling of an MMO because you played it if you played it so much. World of Warcraft, it has its own little
Gotcha.
beauty to it, but it's an MMO. You know it's an MMO. And then you got this one. It's a gotcha. Some people don't like gotchas. I understand why the the monetization of it is very, very it's straightforward and almost money grabby.
Uh-huh.
But the thing about this game is you don't need to put money in it. You know,
Okay.
it's one, it's free to play, and two, it's only the gotcha's only for the cosmetics.
Okay.
You just want your character to look different, or you just want something special. You're like, oh, I want my character to look like that.
Yeah.
It's very, very money grabbing when it comes to cosmetics, and that's
So
all.
so a person that never played the game before, is it a good like beginner's game?
I honestly can say, not just that, it's just anyone who wants to get into any RPGs, anyone who wants to get into Chinese mythology or the whole wuxia theme and stuff like that. And wuxia theme is like it's if I'm correct, it's drama that focus on martial arts
Mm-hmm.
and the whole aspect of bettering oneself, cultivations,
Gotcha.
all that stuff. So getting stronger, overcoming obstacles. That's the whole point of it. It's a very
Okay.
martial arts based game. And I'm talking like Crouch the Tiger, Hidden Dragon. It's
Okay.
that type of feel.
Okay. Yeah.
So if
That was a movie
yeah,
that changed things.
exactly.
That's
So if you're into that whole like jumping in the air, like nearly almost like you're flying, stuff like that, the whole sword play and weapon based stuff like that, and then the whole martial arts Tai Chi stuff into it,
yeah.
it's your type of game. If you just
Yeah.
want the story is good. Like for example, you like Black Myth Wukong, you can get into this. It literally plays similar.
Okay.
It plays so similar, and that's where it's kind of scary because it's like this is an MMO that has that whole Black Myth Wukong aspect of it when it comes to combat and Dark
Hmm.
Souls aspect to it when it comes to like the difficulty in the fighting, the parry system, the blocking, the skill base and all that stuff, and the weapons and stuff like that. You can switch.
Ooh.
Right now, there's only like 8 types, I believe, but
Yeah.
eventually they're gonna add more. That's how MMOs are. They always add more stuff into it. And so far, the game launched it was successful in this launch.
Okay.
So I have a feeling it's here to stay, and it's probably going to
Okay.
be in the Game Awards somewhere. Probably one of the best MMO launches.
Probably
It's
next
gonna
year.
it's this year nominated. It's probably gonna get
So how
nominated.
long? So what? Cause, and see that's where I was gonna get you at. That's why I want to get you at. Cause December the 11th next month they're gonna be doing the Game Awards.
Is that what
That
this is about?
yeah, that's really
That's why you bringing this up.
no, no, you just went into it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
cause this basically like introduction, so it's almost like you went telekinesis on me.
Oh,
So
well, telepathy. I know what you mean, though.
yeah,
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 but that's always how it is though with our conversations. So
yeah.
I can see where this
So
is
that
going.
was dope. That was dope. But just to give you a little, what I mean, aspect for where I came from, because games that came a long ways from there, what I mean. If you
Yes,
wanted
definitely.
the House of Aquarius to the House of Pisces, you know what I mean, the old into the new. If we want to get into that, like I came up when I think it was Activision, what the name of it.
Activision, yeah.
Yeah, it was the game system, and all that sucker had was like a little knob that you turn and things go side by side. They might have had one long, you know what I mean, one long little line, and then they had two dots, and you had to move them while the dot go across the room, almost like tennis type stuff.
I know what you're talking about too. It's that
Yeah,
drawing giant.
yeah, you had to spin it real
I used to
fast and
have one
try
when I
to
was
hit it.
when I was a kid. I was born just around that time where I got one.
And it was crazy because that's what we started with. And then we upgrade with the Atari 2600. Now, everybody know about the Atari, you know what I mean? That came up in my age. And the thing about the Atari, you know what I mean? We thought that was big thing. Like, if we look at the future of how the graphics and stuff is now, man,
I would have lost it.
exactly. And then, we went from, with Atari, it had games like Asteroid, it had games like Defender, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? They were like the big game Combat, you know what I mean? And we thought they were graphics. And I remember like when Nintendo first came out, nobody really knew about Nintendo. And my cousin, shout out to my cousin Aaron Farrow, you know what I mean? Aaron, I remember, we're close to Christmas time, and he was looking for the newest Atari. I think it was the Atari and the TurboGrafx 16 that he was debating on getting, but it couldn't. I guess they couldn't find it. So what ended
Mm,
up happening was he was almost forced to get a Nintendo, not realizing that
that was
Nintendo
gonna be the
was the
new big
biggest
thing.
thing
Yeah,
ever. You know what I mean? With Mario and Duck Hunt. You know what I mean? And Aaron was the type of person he would beat any game. He'd be the first one to beat it. Like when it came to Mike Tyson Punch Out and all that, he was the first one to beat all that stuff. You know what I
the Mike
mean?
Tyson Punch Out game. I remember
Yeah.
that.
And from there, you know what I mean, that's when I got into pretty much gaming and um I pretty much ended up getting the Sega. I was a big Sega
I
fan.
love Sega.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Sega competing against Nintendo, and then you end up getting the Nintendo's you had the Super Nintendo, you had
The Game
the,
Boy Advance is
the
coming out.
yeah, the
All that
Nintendo
stuff.
64, you know what I mean? And then you had the Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, and all of them
Yeah.
competing. I end up getting like a 3DO, you know, Panasonic 3DO. A lot of people hadn't heard about that, but that was big later on, you know what I mean? So it was
Yeah.
so many different game systems I got my hands on. I got different game systems to this day. So I'm a gamer by heart. I just don't have time to do it. But I said all that to say this. Yeah. December the 11th, and that means we're gonna be doing an update later on, especially on this gaming thing. But you know what I mean? So I told him to grab his phone because they already got the nominees for the list. And I think it came out about a day or two ago before the
Oh.
indie games. Yeah.
Ah.
So they already got the nominees out for the indie games, but they haven't came out with they got a few nominees or what they think might be nominees, but the official nominees they say won't come out until about the 11th.
And you're probably you want to talk to me about what I think is going to hit into then, because
Exactly.
you're pretty sure you know I'm
You
gonna
own it.
know it.
You
Yeah.
be on it.
And it's funny because he says it's because last year all the games that I named that's probably gonna get nominated all got nominated, and
And then they be
and then they either won or they were super incredibly close to winning.
yeah.
Like the one that threw me off, but I have to give
I
it to
already
it.
know what you gonna say that call when ain't it? That call game?
Balatro and Astrobot. Those were the two that threw
Yes.
me off.
Yeah. I get Astrobot. I haven't played it yet, but Astrobot. I played the demo one, which was good, but I haven't played the whole game. But what
Mm,
I played of it, you know what I mean, is the demo version of it was real good. And I can understand why they made it into a whole game system. I mean, a whole game. I can understand it because when it came out, I believe when they said when they first came out with Actual Bot, it was just a little small thing to show you how to use the power of
yeah.
the PlayStation controller. You know what I mean?
It was a showcase.
Yeah,
Astrobot was a showcase of the power of the PlayStation overall. When
mm,
it came out, they wanted to show everything. The
that
graphics, particle effects, all that stuff.
and the controller with that thing is crazy. It's crazy. Like the different things you could do with the controller, it's powerful. And I'm a big Xbox fan, but you know I got both systems for a reason. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? All of them got their pros and cons. I feel like a person can go good with either one.
Yes, I agree. I will always say Microsoft good with their when it usually comes to their servers, internet, anything internet based. So if you love to play multiplayer and that's all you really do, Xbox is usually your go-to, especially if you at the time they increased their prices now. So I can't really say anything because at this point it's very just money based now. It's starting to get grabby when it comes to money now. But I will say at that time when it was their games, their Game Pass was extremely good.
And it's still good,
And
but
I was gonna say, but
they forcing you to get stuff you might not really want.
one,
You
yes.
know what I mean? Like the Unisoft. Well,
Ubisoft, yes.
yeah, they added that even though they went up on their price. Which if you had the regular Game Pass and you add the Unisoft to it, it will
Mhm.
put you right where they at now.
Yes. So
So
I
they pretty much forcing you to get it.
That have Ubisoft with it. Yes. But I can
So
understand kind of why they're doing that move, and that's because of the changes they're trying to go for. They're trying to do a whole revamp,
yeah.
and they're gonna have to find a way to make money
And they
because
talking like they get ready to do away with consoles.
yes.
So I'm real
I'm
interested
thinking
in what they're gonna do.
I'm thinking there's people because that's what people are saying they're trying to do away with their console. They didn't really say it out of their mouth. They're just saying this Xbox series, that's the last of its series. The
Hmm.
question is what they're going to do after that. Most likely, they're either going to go on full handheld because the Xbox
Yeah,
Ally, when that came out, so they could probably go full on, of
yeah.
course, handheld, or it's even possible that they might even try to continue trying to do
What with the
uh
computers?
the whole computer like console thing.
Yeah,
But it's a very iffy base on that.
yeah.
Now, it's also possible you're just trying to go full on just network. So
Huh.
everything is done on phone, your computer, whatever you have, and you just do with their Game Pass. And that might be why they increased their prices because they got to find another way to make all that money they
Yeah,
about to lose from all those consoles they ain't gonna be making anymore.
yeah. Cause it's shocking me too how they like some of their exclusive games they starting to get to other companies
Yes, exactly.
like
All those
PlayStation and stuff like
exclusives
that.
they're kind of getting rid of.
It got me really wondering like what
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna do because it's kind of scary. Cause when you came out with the Sega Dreamcast, that's similar to what they was doing, and then it just disappeared.
Disappeared.
But I know Microsoft's too big for to do that.
They're way too big. They own literally Windows. They literally own Windows. So that's the thing is like they can't really disappear.
Yeah,
But I will say, them getting rid of all their exclusives already kind of confirms with me that they're trying to do something different, and they're saying we have no need for all these exclusives because we're not going to be working with these anymore. We're going to be doing something else. And most likely their whole thing is, hey, who knows? We might even be working with Sony anyway.
yeah.
And we might just make
Make
servers
money
for
together.
all those games.
Like we
Yeah,
can make money together.
exactly. So it's a big move and it's a big change to the point that it hurts some people.
Yeah,
It definitely hurt a lot of people with Game Pass. And I agree because I love Game Pass when it's priced at the time, but things changing. So I
yeah.
can agree.
So let's
Um
get to the meat and the creams.
the games.
Yeah, yeah. So what are you looking at strong for to make it for this year?
Okay. Battlefield is definitely going to be up there. It's going to be nominated. The reason why, well, it's going to get nominated. It probably won't win. And the reason why I say that is because their beta test was huge. They had one of the hugest beta test drops ever. It was open beta. You were able to join. As long as you had a pretty decent computer, you were able to play it. And it was huge.
Hmm.
The launch was even huge. The problem is that after that launch, some people's computers could not handle it anymore. And that
Huh.
was most likely due to optimization issues. Apparently, after about a week or so, they started fixing that. People's computers are able to play it again, but some people still experience the whole server lags.
Gotcha.
But it's definitely get nominated because it was still a big launch.
So that will fall under what you think.
I'm thinking it's going to probably be into the competitive shooter.
Okay. Okay.
It's definitely going to be up there in the competitive shooter genre. So it's going to be competing. They might even try to put BO7 up there, but Black Ops 7, I don't think it's not gonna win though.
Like I said,
It's not gonna win.
I didn't even know it was out, man. It's sad, man. It's
Yeah,
sad.
I feel so bad for them. They keep doing the very thing people keep saying not to do, which is because I always say if you're gonna do games like that, especially a series, you need to listen to your fans.
Yeah.
Because once you lose your fan base, it's hard to get them back, and that's pretty much
Right.
what's happening right now. They went
Right.
right back to the same issue we had with Advanced Warfare,
Yeah, when they
and
were jumping all
with
everywhere
all
and
that I love the whole technology theme, but it was too much.
Mhm.
It didn't feel like Call of Duty anymore. It felt like a whole nother shooter game.
What they should have came out with another shooter.
Exactly. They could have named it. Really could have named it something instead of Black Ops. See, the reason why it did horrible, in my opinion, is because when it came out with the name Black Ops, people expected Black Ops, the whole theme of Black Ops 1, 2, and if I can maybe say 3, but even that was pushing it. But it was not your typical Black Ops. Everyone loved when we hear Call of Duty. Everyone will say it would either be Modern Warfare 2 or 4, or it would
Right.
be Black Ops 2 and 1.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about those. They were
Yeah.
one of the best shooters to come out, and then they
Yeah.
butchered it, completely cut it open, just
Chop
mutilated.
chop.
They just mutilated it.
Hey, if you made it this far, well, I want somebody to put in the comments, can't live without water. Hey, if you're a Pisces and you made it this far, I want you to say one fish, two fish, blue fish, green fish, or whatever, green fish, blue fish.
You tripping?
Nick, not patty way.
Nah. If y'all got this far, I want y'all to comment what was y'all favorite game of this year, especially, and what do y'all think is going to get nominated. I'm
Yeah,
actually very curious to see what y'all are going to say. Now,
yeah.
in my opinion, one of my favorite votes that I want to definitely be on as again is Where Wins Me. I definitely wanted to be up there. Resident Evil is probably going to be up there. The game already looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Just me looking at it. And then when a game has you on the edge of your seat like that, constantly from even different like videos and showcases of it, a lot of times I think, okay, this is
So that
good. This looks
game,
good.
you said that game just dropped a couple days ago,
I
right?
think Resident Evil just
I'm talking about not Resident Evil. I'm talking about the game you told me
yeah,
about.
Where It Wins Me, it just dropped yesterday.
See, that's what the only reason I say that because like I thought that Mortal Kombat 1 was a good game, but if you remember, it came out in
It came out
November.
late. It came out.
It came
Yeah,
out in November, just like this game did, and it didn't get nominated
yeah.
because it came out so
Now
late.
the good news is though is the nomination is still ongoing. That's why I said that,
Yeah,
because there's a chance it could still reach it. There's still a chance.
it
It
got to
might
be
not, but there's
huge. It
still a
got to be
chance.
super huge
It's
to
got
be
to
up
be
this late.
huge. It's got to make jumps, and I'm telling y'all, if y'all have, if you heard of it but haven't actually seen it, y'all got to look at it. Where Wins Me.
One of my
I'm even gonna write it down
homeboy,
for y'all. For y'all.
one of my homeboy, we call him Legend, and the game,
I know
he
you're about to say it. It's gonna get nominated.
the game, the beast, he's on that heavy.
That's gonna get nominated. I heard a lot about it. It's gonna get nominated. I saw some
On
gameplay.
some of that. Yeah, he's really heavy on that game. And he stayed hours like from the moment it came out nonstop. And he said he loved it. He'd get off from work and he's talking about, hey, I got to go play. I got to go play the piece.
That's probably gonna be an action. That's probably gonna be up there with probably best action game.
And he said the story was good and the
It's probably
ending.
might compete. It might compete
He
with
said
that.
the
I
way
gotta
it
play it for
ended.
myself.
Yeah, he said the way it ended, it got to be a part two.
That's good.
It got to be another part to it because he said the ending was dope. Yeah, so that's one to look into. But hey, you want to open it up to see what they saying some of the nominees
Yeah,
are?
let me see. Let me see.
You got your phone right there, but you can use this one. You can click on and look.
We can look at these. I'm gonna call them out as I talk about them. This is this one, right? Oh yeah, all the runners.
Mm.
All right, let's see. These are predictions.
Yeah, but they, like I said, they already got the ending.
I already said it, and it was considered number one already. People are saying it's up there. Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Yeah,
I
you
already
said
said
that.
it.
Yeah, you said that a couple weeks ago.
Not even a couple weeks ago, when it
Yeah,
first came out, and I tried it. When
yeah,
I played it, it was one of those few like RPG games. One, it's Western, which is crazy. It plays like a JRPG, but it's Western.
okay.
And JRPGs mean Japanese role-playing games. And they usually focus on the whole high fantasy power magic and all that stuff. This one, like Final Fantasy, for example,
Yeah, I got.
this one was a Western theme. And what's so good is one, the story was amazing. I loved it. The music was beautiful, and I'm thinking it's gonna compete with probably best soundtrack as well.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be up there with best soundtrack. Um,
Now I'm gonna tell you for a soundtrack that game Sword of the Sea.
I gotta see that.
That soundtrack is crazy.
And that's also Uji.
Right. Yeah, that music in that game, I played some of that. The music is so relaxing. You know what I mean? And it's almost like it's taking you on a journey.
I love games like that, though.
It's a real good game. What I played of it, I was very, 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 very amazed.
Yeah, 'cause you were telling me about that in
Yeah,
the car that one time you were telling me that I need to check it out, and I
yeah.
looked it up. Made by the same they had the same artist that made Journey.
Hmm.
So, and I saw it because I knew right away. I said, "This look like similar to Journey." Same
I
person.
mean, like the colors, everything. I think I know that's gonna get nominated.
Yeah.
I know that's gonna get nominated because it's awesome for what I played. And like I said, I haven't had time to play a lot of games, but that's one of the games I did play, and I was amazed by it. Like quick.
I'm yeah. It's probably it's one of those few. It's one of the few genres though that doesn't quite make it or is made.
Yeah,
'Cause it's not an action game. It's a very story oriented game that doesn't use words.
exactly,
It's all about
exactly.
music, the color of everything around you,
Yo,
and it's just the surroundings, and it tells a story that way.
like I said, and the colors to it, cause it's like everything is pretty much like desolated, and you going and unlocking different things to make everything grow and release. It's almost like you releasing the sea. It's like everything is shrouded out, and you flying around on a sword. It's dope.
That's cool because
It's
that's
dope.
like I said, the whole thing like wuxia theme, like stuff like that, or Zhang, 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 whoever knows what I'm talking about, please write down the actual like how to pronounce it if you can do it by the whole bracket thing because I struggle to this day. But it's like Zhaijin. It's a subgenre of wuxia, and it's
Um,
all about like it's heavy on fantasy and cultivation, and that's what it sounds like. It's like they show cultivation another way, which is like bringing life back into something,
yeah, yeah,
which is
that's what
cool.
it was doing. Like, it's dope. It's dope. It's real
That's
dope.
awesome. Um,
All right, so what else they got?
yeah, I got you. I'm about to say that. By the way, they're saying that Claire
Yeah,
Obscure is probably gonna be it's gonna be one of the game of the years contenders. So these
you
are
know of that one?
hmm?
You know of that game?
Oh,
I never heard
that's
of
the
it.
Expedition 33 one.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
got you.
agree. That's definitely gonna compete with Game of the Year. I already said it.
Yeah, you said you did. You said that a while back.
Yeah, there's no other
I
game like
remember.
that one. That one's different. Uh, let's see. Oh yes, I heard all about this one. Hollow Knight, Silksong. Hollow Knight was already a good game in the first place.
Yeah.
And then I heard about Silksong. I watched some of the gameplay. It's smooth, it's beautiful, and it's still Hollow Knight. Like,
Okay.
one, you can't, if you stick to the recipe of what you got and you just make it better, that you can't really go
Which
wrong with that at
which
all.
some people don't.
Exactly. Well, kind of
Some of them
almost
don't.
most. It's
Yeah,
almost most
most
at
of
this
them.
point.
Yeah,
There's a
they'll
lot of
mess
games
it
getting
up.
butchered. But this, I can honestly say, it it's stuck to its roots and
What is this?
then made
Like the
better.
third or fourth one?
I think this is the third one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is the third one. 'Cause this is focused on I think Hornet. I think her name was Hornet. She's the one you fought, I think, in the second game.
Okay.
And she's the whole main character of Silk Song.
Okay.
But even though I haven't played it, I have a lot of gamer friends that I talked to who played it, and even they said that's all they talked about is how good the game was.
Hmm.
And I saw some of the gameplay, I heard some of the music. I agree. It's definitely going to be one of the game of the year contenders. I can see it up there. I can
Um,
honestly agree that's going to be up there. And when I say that, I'm not going to say it to all these. I got like four that I look at, and then
okay.
I'll leave it at that. Some because I think they do five. I don't remember, but
Hmm.
I usually choose four, and I say those are most probably my definites.
Hmm.
And then I'll say maybe because
So yeah, it'd be kind of close.
it gets close. Yeah. So I can definitely see Silk Song making it up there. What else? Hades 2. I haven't played enough of it. But I played the
Oh, they
first
made a
one.
Hades too.
Yeah, they made a
I
second
didn't
one.
know that.
The
I
first
didn't
one
know
was
the
good. I
first one.
have that.
I have it too.
I just started playing
I
that this year.
started playing a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I haven't played a lot of it, but yeah.
It's definitely I can definitely see it kind of get I can see it getting up there. I wouldn't say I'm gonna choose my word. I'm not gonna say definitely I can see it up there. I will say I can see it up
But
there.
that was one of those games that, you know, people said was good and always good for a long time. And you
Yes,
had games like,
roguelites.
yep,
So
you had Hades, you had the one on what Dead Cell,
yeah,
Pe-
it's Dead Cell,
Celeste,
Hades,
Celeste.
Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah, in the Celeste game, people talk about that one a lot. They said
Ooh.
Celeste is a legend because it it was heavy on mental health for what I
Yeah, I
read.
can see that. I like it when they do stuff like that too. They just add their own little thing to it.
Yeah, so that was one of them.
So I could definitely see Hades up
They
there.
always bring Hades
Yeah.
into the picture. Like you said, Hollow Knight.
Yes.
You know, I mean, they were one of those games that always were brought up. You know, so you can almost say it's almost like a blast of the past, and also ahead of its time at the same time.
Oof, yeah, you ain't lying on that one. Like I heard of Hades at the time when it came out, but I never actually played it because I looked at it and it didn't look like my cup of tea until I played it. Because I started playing it like I think it was like 4 months ago. It was
Yeah,
on sale for like $2 on Steam.
yeah.
Love Steam, and I got it. I was like, this is probably one of the best roguelike games I've played in a long time. It's good.
And roguelike games was my favorite back in the day. Like I used to play, especially with the Game Boy. I used to play a lot of Metroid.
Metro was a roguelike.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, when they say like more like Metrovania,
Mm-hmm.
it's talking about pretty much Metroid.
Gotcha.
Because Metroid was like the first of its kind when it came out.
Yeah, because for those who don't know what roguelike is the gameplay is never the same. It's always different.
They
Usually
told
it's
before,
randomized. It's RNG
and
sometimes.
it's more like the stroll side to type games too.
Yeah.
It's dope,
Um,
dope.
I can definitely see that. Death Stranding too. I heard some of that.
Man, that first one is dope, man. You say you hadn't played the
Yeah, I
first one,
haven't played the
man. I was
first one.
playing, yo, that game is dope.
I heard
I'm
so
talking about
much
the
about it to the
graphics.
point I was like,
I
I already.
If it's anywhere like the first one and they made it
Yes,
better,
I heard it's more
oh
combat based as well.
yeah, man. Cause like when you say it's open world, it's open world, and you got like on the first one. I haven't played the second one, but the first one they got like invisible creatures and stuff. You can see their footsteps. You know what I mean? As they
Hmm.
walking, especially like if it raining and stuff, the sound, everything is dope. Like it's real dope. And it's almost like a plague is going on. And you trying to you more like a transporter.
Yeah,
So you got to try to move you forced pretty much into moving like the I guess whatever gonna heal the people. You,
supplies and equipments and
yeah.
stuff.
Pretty much forced to move that.
It's like Amazon Prime during apocalypse. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy to be honest.
Exactly. But it's dope for, and like I said, I haven't played a lot of that, but you know what I mean? It's like now with the way I move, I got to hit bits and pieces of certain things. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna get back to that. If I get back to it, I don't know, but you know. But that was like one of the first games I played on my PlayStation Portal, and I was amazed by it.
I gotta check that out myself. Here's another thing too, is like me, if I haven't played it now, I'm eventually going to play it.
That's no lie.
Like
I believe that.
that's usually how I am. I'm always looking for something to play. Um,
He do.
so yeah, I'm definitely gonna play. I'm definitely trying to. It's just one of those games again. It's the same like how I felt with Hades. I looked at it and I was like, it looks like a really cool game, but I was like, I don't know if it's my cup of tea. But then when I get into it, I'm like, oh wait,
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
this is pretty good. Oh, I'm gonna name a game before I
Before
even
you,
see it in here. If it's in
okay.
this just I'm I'm hoping because the action was so beautiful. Ninja Gaiden, the fourth one.
Yeah, as I seen you play
That
that
one was
was right.
so good. That was so good.
So what do you think about Metal Gear? You think they're gonna be anywhere? Even though this a lot of people
Yeah,
said that was just a remake.
yes. Okay. Yes, it is a remake, but they added on to it still. Think of it like this, right? There's a difference between remaster and remakes.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy retrograde and stuff like that, those are remakes.
Hmm.
They're the same Final Fantasy 7. They just added so much more to it.
Okay.
I can see it being somewhere on
In a
here.
nomination. Okay.
Now the question is someone saying it's probably going to be in game of the year? I do not know, but I heard just enough of how good it was. I can see it up there. That is on my two playlists right away. That is on my two
Yeah,
playlists.
I like Metal Gear back in the day.
I love Metal Gear, especially Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
I love Metal Gear. Now, Death, um, Death Stranding 2, I feel bad for it because it's competing against a few heavy hitters. And like I said, Expedition 33 is a heavy hitter.
Like I said though, that Death Train, if it's way better than, if I say it's definitely way better than the first one, it getting crazy. Cause that first one was awesome. That
Yeah.
first one, and and,
I think it
and it's
won.
almost like God of War. Nah, God of War, and I ain't saying far as the gameplay and the violence. I'm not talking about that. But you notice, right? God of War, you had Kratos and how he was, acting
You
on
said Kato's?
what is it?
Kratos.
Kratos, yeah. How you had Kratos and he was pretty much you tell me getting old, 'cause I'm starting to mess up names stuff.
I
But
got you. I got
Kratos,
you.
but with Kratos, how he was when he was by himself and how it added a whole nother element to it when he got his son.
Yes.
Like Death Train, it started off, he was almost by
He
himself.
was, yeah.
And then on the second one, it got him and the little embryo thing he had with him in the first one. It got with him in the second one. So I'm thinking it's more focused on both of them together for real in
Yeah.
this new one.
What's it, Kratos now for something? God of War. I shouldn't have grown up on it. I was young when I played it, but hey, it definitely got me good taste in video games. Cause God of War was one of those beautiful games I played along with Devil May Cry. Those were like my two
Yeah.
favorite games I grown up on. So it was Devil May Cry, God of War, Dynasty Warriors,
hmm
those type of games. I enjoyed it. And
Really, God of War, one of those games that made me to the point where, regardless how much I love Xbox, that
you still
always
come
put
out
me
of
in
the
a spot to
PlayStation.
play me a PlayStation.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I was hardcore PlayStation at one time. But
It's
when
just
they
fun.
start giving away games like Tekken, because that was an exclusive for 'em.
Oh man,
When they
Tekken, I love
started giving
Tekken.
away games like Resident Evil, that was exclusive for PlayStation. But they had so many dope
Final Fantasy. When they
exclusives.
brought Final Fantasy back,
Yeah.
man, 7, I was so
But when they
sad.
start
What a
trading their
wait.
games off to other systems, that they let me room without okay,
Yeah, now you can do things.
yeah,
Yeah,
I could move. I can see what Xbox is doing, and it
yeah.
made me experiment with Xbox.
Also, like Ghost of Yotai. I might see that on here. Someone might say that. I don't.
My homeboy is playing it. He's saying it's a good game, but people is not buzzing on it like I would think they would be because of how good Ghost of Tsushima was.
Oh, but you know what? I know the reason why that's probably the case. I won't speak on that because that is a very, very sensitive topic.
Yeah.
And it was because of a certain event that happened that was a big buzz. Some people know who I'm talking about, but some of the creators that were on that game said some things they shouldn't have on Twitter.
Wow.
And they were like some of the big people responsible for the game. And a lot of people went on
Oh.
strike on that game.
Yeah. They oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what they called it when they get on, they get mad at you, want to cancel your tail. The cancel culture got them all.
Yeah, he got them bad. And what's crazy though is it's the fact too is like I understand why people are upset. I was upset when I saw it, especially because as a designer and as an artist, you're still working a job, even if you're the head of the group.
And we're gonna come back and talk on that too, far
Yes.
as his background, far as what he's talking about.
Yeah.
We're not even gonna do that on this episode. Matter of fact, we might do it on the next episode.
Yeah, probably the next episode. But all I
Yeah,
will
we
say
want
is hold yourself accountable. Even if you feel true about what you believe in, be careful what you say because you're going to affect everyone around you,
to.
not just yourself. All those people who worked on that game with them who had no responsibility of what they said now got affected for it.
Yeah,
That's
and
money. This is like loss. And that's a lot of people who probably lost their jobs and got like laid off because they didn't make enough money. It's stuff like that. That's awful. Game like anytime you make games and stuff like if you go into a company with game making, it's a very volatile like company.
Hmm.
It's a volatile group. Your position is not settled. You can always get laid off no matter what position you're in.
Like I said,
We're gonna talk more about that
we're gonna do a
later.
whole episode on that. We definitely got to do a whole episode on that
But
because
that's
it'd be a learning experience for a lot of people that's trying to get into the in it. Matter of fact, 'cause that's wide enough for not to be just with gaming. That's any type of business you're trying to
honestly
do.
any business.
So we're gonna hit on that. We're
Hmm.
gonna hit on that. You see any more games?
Oh yeah, we gotta open it back up. But yeah,
I
that's why
got
I'm
you.
pretty sure Yotai didn't do so hot. I'm pretty sure that's why.
That's tough.
So let's
Oh yeah,
see.
that'll be up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Bonanza. So
Donkey
I
Kong
don't know
always
enough of
do
this one.
good. They always do good though. Always.
Of
When you come to
course.
Nintendo, it's either Donkey Kong or Mario
See,
or
Nintendo,
Zelda.
yeah, I was gonna say Nintendo is one of those special companies where they stick to what they know and what they know will do well. And they usually have a book on how
Yeah.
to make these games. And I'm serious about this. A lot of times if these rules for how they make their games are not met, they get extremely upset and they will call people out.
So
I have
that's why,
heard that
yeah.
they would even fire people for messing stuff up.
And it's crazy because like when I played Astro Bot, that was like it reminded me so much of Mario.
Hmm.
And I would love to see like a new Astro Bot and a new Mario come out in the same year. Who would take the
Who would take? Yeah, I will
Yo,
honestly say Astrobot is in that competition. Astrobot is
yes.
different. It's different enough that you know it's not Mario
Yeah,
and
and
it's
that's what I loved
Sony's.
about it. That's what I love about it. Like it's like Mario in a sense, but it's authentic in its own way.
Hmm.
It got its own flavor to it. It is dope.
All I gotta say is Nintendo, come on, y'all gotta step your game up now. You
I
got
would love to
competition
see
going on.
I would love to see, be both of them come out with a brand new game and they go heads up.
You ain't lying. I would like to see that too.
And if they do it, it gonna be the number one and number two.
Ooh-wee.
It gonna definitely be number one, number two, far as game of the year.
Yeah, I can definitely. Yeah, I can. I want to see that too. I love company competition. They just better each other. If they're
Yep,
not trying to sue each other, that is.
exactly. Exactly.
um, so I can see why Donkey Kong is. Plus, they haven't had a Donkey Kong in a bit, haven't they?
In a while, I think I forgot the name of the one that was on the first Switch.
Ah, yeah,
Yep.
I
And
can.
this one came out on the Switch too, I believe.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Oh,
One of the first.
another thing too, Fire Emblem. We can't forget Fire Emblem is also a big thing for Nintendo. That's the only reason I
Yeah.
got a Switch in the first place was for Fire Emblem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fire Emblem. Yeah,
Hmm.
one of the first games you got for it.
Yep. I played that one. That was the day of my graduation. I played that
Mm-hmm.
all night. I remember that. I didn't get no sleep at all playing that. So another one is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
I heard a lot about that one.
Yeah. Kingdom Come the first one actually did really well too.
Oh,
So I can see
I heard about that
yeah.
too.
It's different for what it is.
I can believe that. I can believe that.
Yeah, it was definitely different for what it is. It was a special. It was a medieval game. And it's did so well for a lot of people who were trying to get into that. Who love those type of stuff as well. Try to get into it. What other medieval game? There was another one that Chivalry, I think it was called.
Yeah.
It was a huge thing for them.
I want to say Kingdom Come had a VR version of it too.
They
I
might
want to
have.
say
I should know that, but I don't remember. I'm not the
if it
actually just.
wasn't, it was a game that was similar to it.
I know there was Swords and Magic, I think it was called. That was like that for VR. So that's another thing too, is I can eventually see VR making it into these competitions, just not yet. It's still relatively new.
And everybody can't handle it either.
No.
Cause like certain games,
Motion
man,
sickness.
yeah, and I never had that problem. You had people that had that problem with regular games, game consoles. But it was a few games that gave me motion sickness when I played on the VR. But the games were so good. But I try to push through it, not knowing that when you get like that, you need to give it a break.
Mhm.
I try to push through it, boy, and you get sick like you out there on the ocean or something.
So I kind of agree what they're saying about this game, and that's actually a good point that they made. So they're saying that this, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is
I heard a lot
probably
of good things
considered
for
this
it.
game's Black Myth Wukong, and they're saying that because of the fact that what happened with Black Myth Wukong was it did extremely well, but it did not win Game of the Year,
Hmm.
even though some people felt like it should have.
Yeah.
It was a very ambitious game. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a very ambitious game as
So a
well.
lot of people say because Wukong was so hard. Like my homeboy, he started playing it. He said it was good, but it was so hard he couldn't really. He couldn't. He said, "Forget that, Jay. It's too hard for me."
Think
He said he
about
died. It would die too much.
Yeah, but that's because of what Black Myth Wukong, what was special about it is I always say it's like power scaling, just like it's kind of thrown out the window. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
You build for the fights you're about to get into. Like literally.
Okay.
There's you gotta be careful because like
Dark Souls was like that one.
kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda. You could still make it pretty far with the build you have, 'cause how you upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. And people have specific builds you can do that help. Wukong, like with Wukong, there was a certain amount. It was a more skill than item base is the best way to
Hmm.
put it. And
I'm trying to think of what game
it was a lot of
way back
strategy.
in the day when I came up that was like that. I want to say Zelda was kind of like that back in the day.
I can see that too. Yes,
But you had to get the right shield, the right
I was gonna say
sword,
you're
and all
talking
that
about
stuff.
what is it called?
I mean, but I couldn't understand it, like, 'cause it looked like to me everything was just going through
You're talking
like
about the
this.
open world one.
Yeah.
It's the first one. The first
No,
one.
I ain't even talking about the open world one.
Oh,
I'm
you
talking
talk.
about the one like way
Are
back,
you talking about like the one on the
like
GameCube?
Nintendo. I'm talking about back in the Nintendo
Yeah.
game.
What was it called? Let me tell. It's like
I
that's like
think it was just
Wind.
Link.
It was a
I think it was just Zelda Link, and the way like it's almost like you move
Oh, the zigzag one. The
yeah, the
top
old game.
scrollers.
Yeah,
I know it's talking.
and
I had to play that in college.
I couldn't really get into those games, but my cousins and them loved it. But I guess it was the whole process of what you're saying, building. So
Yeah, it was
you can,
strategy. It was all strategy.
you know what I
It's
mean?
the same thing with Black Myth Wukong. The builds you do, even though they were really good, you still had to find ways to exploit the weakness of the thing you're fighting. Is
Yeah.
the best way to put it. You didn't focus too much on its their choreography, so the way they move and how they fight.
Hmm.
They can change things up sometimes, and they do some crazy stuff. Where Wins Me is doing the same thing. They also have references from Kung Fu Hustle in that game.
Oh, that's my game.
They got the
I mean,
toad,
that's my movie.
yeah, they got the toe stance on there, and they got the Buddha palm, the Heaven's Buddha palm looking for the sky. And the guy, you remember the villain, the guy with
Hmm.
the bald head, he's in the game. You
Okay.
can learn the toe stance from him, which is funny.
Yeah, that's my classic movie. Far as comment with the great action and comedy,
Yeah.
best. And
So
we probably gonna talk about that some too,
movies,
man.
yeah.
Movie, yes, yes, that would be dope. So y'all heard what he feel like. So what is your you feel like your main ones? Give us three, and we're gonna see. We're gonna come back in December on this topic right here, and we see how good you did.
Yeah, 'cause we went through all of them actually.
Yeah.
We did go through all of them. Yes.
Hmm.
I'm
That was like the
thinking.
top five. I think they should.
hmm So I'm pretty sure in my heart, the first one has to be Expedition 33. It was just
Wow.
it it had the ambition, the crazy ambition of Black Myth Wukong, but it had so many positives connected to it as well that I can honestly say, like, I can't see them like losing.
So it lining up against the game you talking about you playing right now. How you figure that game will line up with
If
that game?
if where wins meet um was competing, I wouldn't see it making Game of the Year, sadly.
Yeah.
I can see it
So
hitting best MMO game of the year, but I cannot see it.
this question here, you said that game is more like a western.
Yeah, Claire Expedition 33, yes, is Western.
So how close is it to Red Dead?
It is not. So what I mean by Western, I mean like Western gaming, like
Okay.
the style,
Yes, that I know what you're
because
saying.
you can always see the difference between like
Yeah, I'm
different.
thinking you talking like
Yeah, I'm
Gunsmoke
not
or
talking
some
about
Bonanza. Like,
no.
okay.
I will say there is a style to it, like almost like steampunkish in a way.
Okay.
So there is some like if I had to choose a style, it's like golf, almost like golf steampunkish, but
Okay.
with magic and weaponry and all that stuff.
Okay.
But that's the closest I can because its style is so unique. It's hard to kind of get it. You know what I mean?
So your pick right now is
Clerics, Obscure, Expedition 33. That's my number one. Straight up.
oh,
My number one. Then next for my top three that they put up there, what was that? There was one on there. I kind of
you're like definitely. I
yeah.
guess you got like you could.
So I feel like definitely that's gonna be number one in my book. My second place would most likely be where is it? Because I saw like yep. So okay, so song. I can definitely see that as being my probably around my second place. I can agree with on that. But the one thing I guess it wouldn't really get up there. I was gonna say maybe the Beast, but I don't know because these are super heavy
Oh,
hitters.
for real, man. I got to play that Death Strain too. But
Yeah,
like
I
I
got you
said,
too.
if that made that better than the first one, man.
Now I can see that definitely be on also my third choice, and the reason why I'm putting that as my third choice is because everyone is saying, and from what I saw, is it had the same formula, almost like how Nintendo does their game, had the same formula of how they did the first one. And Hideo Kojima's when it comes to his games, I love his games in general because it's very movie themed. It's
Yeah, it looked
very
like
movie themed.
the character looked like the dude from
Oh yeah,
Walking Dead.
yeah. You're talking what's his name? The guy that plays Daryl. I know his name. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, it looked like just like the dude from Walking Dead, the hardcore superstar everybody loved.
Yeah.
I, I
People
forgot his
know what
name.
I'm talking about. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, just search up Daryl, I think it's pronounced.
Yep, his name Daryl.
From no, that's
Yeah,
not his actual name, but that's the
yeah,
name in The Walking Dead. Search up
yeah.
him and then search up Death Stranding 2. It's literally him. Hideo Kojima literally asked him, "Hey, can we mocap you and also you know, have a picture of your face and stuff like that so we can make an actual conversation."
Wow, that's dope.
He's a huge fan of him. He
Okay,
said it straight up. Hideo Kojima, also his story, y'all need to look at his story. His story is honestly really, really great. And at the same time, it's kind of sad because he originally wanted to be a movie director from that.
okay. Well,
But then
we're gonna
yeah.
talk about that.
So
We'll leave episode open for that.
he got a cool
That'd
story.
be dope. It would be big enough for to actually interview him on that.
You know what I mean? He'd be awesome. I would love
I
to talk
bet
to him.
that'll make your day.
I would love to see how he comes up with his stuff. The way his mind works.
But you actually interviewing, I know you'll probably be like amazed.
Yes.
So hey, we try to make that happen. You know what I mean? We try to make that happen. You
If
know,
that's
it would
future
be
goals,
big. Exactly. You know what I mean? Y'all subscribe so make it big enough so we can make that happen.
uh,
Yes.
I'll keep really keep up to date with these games that's coming
Yeah.
out. And
And we're gonna be coming back real soon. But
mhm,
at the same time, we definitely gonna hit this back in after December the 11th. So hey, we the water barrel and the fish. And hey, thanks for all y'all that's gonna sign in, and
those who's lurking and watching,
you know, we out.